Beauties, your girl UnderArms here, and so today we're going to be talking about the underarm, what causes underarm darkness, discoloration, and how to get rid of it. I've gotten a lot of questions on the why does baking soda make my underarm dark video, the underarm detox video, a lot of questions about underarm darkness, what's causing it, and how to get rid of it. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. If you are new to my channel, hello, my name is UnderArms, and my channel is all about informative beauty, from skincare, hair care, makeup, DIY, all that fun stuff. If you're not subscribed to my channel, girl, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that subscribe button, thumbs up this video, and share your girl with the world. So if you are curious about my underarm journey with going natural, using all natural ingredients, deodorants, all that, I will leave my playlist above and down below, as well as some other videos that tie into this topic of how to go natural underneath the arms, what to do when you are experiencing discoloration from either baking soda or a natural deodorant, and just other little relevant videos that are key to this topic today. Also down below, I will leave a few of my favorite underarm products to use. So let's jump into what causes underarm darkness and how to get rid of it. Number one, let's talk about underarm darkness. What is that? What is underarm discoloration? What is it? What are you looking for? Or when you look at your underarm, what are some things that will say, okay, this is darker than the rest of my body? Like, what is it? So pretty much underarm darkness or underarm discoloration is where the skin is discolored or darker in pigmentation than the rest of your underarm or the rest of your body, okay? So you will notice that you do have a darker pigmentation there versus the rest of your arm or your body. Let's next jump into what causes the underarm to be dark. Okay, so what are some things that will cause discoloration or underarm darkness? Number one, hyperpigmentation. And hyperpigmentation is where you have darker spots or darker patches on the skin. Hyperpigmentation can happen across the board, not only your underarm, but you can see it on your face, you can see it in other parts of your body. And I also have a full detailed video. I also have a video talking all about hyperpigmentation, the causes, how to cure it, all of that. I will leave it above and down below, so go check that video out if you believe it is hyperpigmentation, because that's really helpful. The next one is irritation. So it can be from a deodorant, what we talked about before. If it's a deodorant that contains baking soda or any other ingredient that may be irritating the skin. It can be from using too harsh of soaps, too harsh of maybe even laundry detergents. It can be any type of body wash, any type of lotions. Irritants can be anything that your skin just does not agree with, and it's inflamed, and the pH balance is probably off and all that. So irritation across the board can be anything that you are using or coming in contact that your skin is not agreeing with. The next one is shaving. So shaving is a very common one I see. Shaving can be razor burn. It can also be a form of irritation where your skin is just not agreeing. Keep in mind the underarm may be, my back is like itching, I don't know why. The underarm can be where you are shaving a lot. People shave underarm just like the legs. I would say anywhere from every other day to every day. And that constant like rubbing against the skin and then having the hair coming through the skin again when it's been cut can cause you to have irritation, which can cause you to have darkness to the skin. So shaving is another one to look at. Medications. Now I never ever, whenever I'm talking about a skin condition or darkening of the skin or discoloration of the skin, I always keep in mind the health of the body as well, because we have to understand that skin is not just always what you see on the outside or what you're using on the outside. It is also very internal. So if you are taking any type of medications that are causing darkness of the skin, that is very well as realistic as any of these other causes that we are talking about. So medications is another one. And lastly, skin conditions. So if you have eczema, psoriasis, those are also conditions that can cause the skin to be darker underneath the arm or darker in certain parts of the body. So you also want to keep in mind any skin conditions that you have or you may think you have. Those can also cause you to have darker pigmentation underneath the skin. Okay, and then I also want to tie in this one with medications, and I want to also tie in like medical conditions, because there are some medical conditions that do affect the underarm. There's one in specific that I actually just learned about. I forgot the name of it, but when I would just put it here, but it causes you to have like cysts underneath the arms, and that can cause discoloration and a lot of other problems for your underarm area. So I want to tie in medical as well to medicines, because that's just as realistic as all these other causes. Now, let's talk about how to brighten the underarm, how to get rid of discoloration. Let's talk about it. So, oh my gosh, my like back is itching. I don't know why. Like, you guys are going to see me scratching my back throughout this whole video. I'm so sorry. And it just goes tied into what we're talking about, right? Anyways, so brightening the underarm or how to get rid of discoloration, let's talk about it. So whenever somebody asks me about discoloration for the underarm and they go, what do? I always tell them to look at everything across the board, okay? Quick fixes, like, okay, what can I use? Like, is there a mask I can use, or is there some kind of remedy of a homemade DIY that I can use? We're going to get into that, and that's great, and that's effective, but I want to talk about looking at everything across the board. From your deodorants, what are you using? Okay, how you're cleansing your underarm. Are you removing deodorant thoroughly, especially if you're using a traditional store-bought deodorant that contains aluminum? Those bad boys are hard to remove from the skin, and if you are not removing and cleansing that deodorant from the underarm thoroughly, it can cause darkness underneath the arm. It just sits on that skin. It can irritate the skin. That goes hand in hand with that. What lotions are you using? Are you using lotions underneath the arm? Are you using a deodorant are you using a detergent that you may be sensitive to? Are you shaving every day? Are you shaving every other day? You know, do you have any skin conditions? Like, before you even get into how can I cure the problem, or how can I lighten my underarm, you need to look at everything across the board of what could possibly be causing the problem, right? We have to start at the cause. We have to start there. I can give you guys a laundry list of DIYs, of remedies, of what you can do, but if you're not getting to the cause of your problem, you're going to be running around in circles. If you have eczema and this entire time you've been trying things that are for the usage of having a reaction to baking soda, you're getting nowhere. Okay, you're getting nowhere. So number one, sit down, go through what you are using, go through how you are using them, go through everything that is possibly on the table of what can be the cause of your underarm discoloration. Once you knock that out, so once you, let's just give an example. Let's say you went through everything, come to find out that shaving every day is the problem. Come to find out shaving is what you have noticed your skin has been inflamed after, irritated, darkness after, right? Then you go to, okay, so what are some other things that I can do, right? So once you get to the problem, what is something else that you can do to go from there, right? So if we're talking about shaving the underarm area, you may be irritating. Number one, you might want to switch over to waxing the underarm area. Waxing the underarm area, number one, will lessen you having to shave every day, causing irritation every day. It's a one-time shot for 3 to 4 weeks, and then you don't have to worry about constantly irritating the skin, right? You can also throw in some underarm mask, maybe do like the bentonite clay, for example, the bentonite clay detox mask. You can do a turmeric mask, which starts to lighten that area, and it starts to actually get rid of and fade away any darkness on the underarm. You can exfoliate with a little bit of a sugar scrub every other day or whatnot. Once you figure out your cause, you can start to from your cause, you can from the cause of what is going on, you can personalize or structure the plan of executing or getting rid of the underarm darkness. And I really want to say and really want to pinpoint that, because everybody's reaction or everybody's underarm darkness may have a different cause behind it. And so everybody's tailored way of getting rid of it is going to be different. And you guys may go through tons and tons of videos on here and watch DIYs and watch how people do stuff, but their causes are different. And so I really want to hone in on that and really say, get to the cause of it, and then from there you can kind of come up with a plan to get rid of your underarm darkness. Now, I'm not going to go across the board on this one with each and every one of what you need to do if you have eczema and that's your cause, or if you are having irritation and that is your cause, because this video will be super duper long. But what I will say is this, like, if you are having a problem or if you are having underarm darkness, you guys can always inbox me, always hit me up on Instagram, and I will actually talk to you and I will actually help you figure out what your next game plan is if you are experiencing it from a certain area of what's going on. And across the board, finally, what I'm going to say is consistency. Anything that I always say, if you're trying to brighten your underarm, consistency is key. You have to stay away from whatever, number one, is irritating the skin, and number two, once you come up with your regimen to start to brighten that area, you got to be consistent with it and follow through all the way. Okay, hopefully that was pretty understanding and shot straightforward, but I really do feel that knowing the cause is so important, because if you don't know the cause, you are not going to get anywhere. And I can give you guys, like I said, 1,000,001 recipes and ways to cure underarm darkness, but if you don't know what your cause is, it's pointless. It is pointless. With that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. This is your girl EuniyceMari. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you guys in a later video. Bye.